I'm fortunate that my son and I have figured out a way to be peacefully, playfully productive. Today on the Creativity Show, I wanted to start with how many different uses stencils can have. Belts, headbands, kimonos. This is a scarf that I added my maple leaf stencil to, and the dress. So today is celebratory because it's the end of this series. So I wanted to wear something. Hey, we can dress up just because it's fun to dress up. One of my favorite childhood memories is getting these elegant dresses from a very used, inexpensive store where no one else wanted them. And my little sister and I'd go down to the beach and have a fire in these elegant dresses, and we felt so wealthy. Much better than a limousine and private jets. So wealthy for the world. That's what my art is all about, creating our own wealth through creativity. So we're going to start with 3 minutes of floga. We're going to show you how fast you can get all the energy flowing so that you think better, you're happier, you stay healthy and flexible. Flowing, floga, my name for it. People asked me to teach in my 20s. I never studied anything, but I do watch cats, the way they stretch when they get up, and I'm very observant of nature, and people are part of nature. So after 3 minutes of yoga, we're going to switch to the 7 Stairs series, Subtle Seasons, that is going to get very close, if not finished today, the 10th in this series, for about $25 in material and 20 hours of our time. I did these 7 to this point, and today we'll take it another hour. And so $25, 20 hours, you too could transform some unloved spot. Love the corners, I like to say, and create art, have fun doing it, learn things, and even if you don't like it at the end, $25, 20 hours, you could give each one away to whatever friend liked which one the best. You could hang them in another configuration, put them in a gallery. You can do whatever you want. You're free when you figure out frugal ways. Quarter round piece of, in my case, clay fabric, but silk, linen, cotton, paper, they all work, and I've done examples in all of them, and I've got, stencils around to show all the different ways you can do this. Is it working?
Yes, thank you. Hi, everybody. I'm just going to grab your cell phone so I can check.
All right, and thank you for your help, Bodhi. Have they met you yet?
Hello, I'm Bodhi. Nice to meet you.
I'm the mother, he's the son. There you go. So, are we ready for floga?
Can I check this for like 1 second first?
Oh, absolutely. Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do the heavenly bodies today in front of you, finishing these minimalist Sumi ink, a little bit of colored pencil in the animal bodies just to give them a little warmth because they're small in this big scene and we want them to have a presence. I say we as if there's a committee, but we're all a committee. We've got many aspects to our minds and our consciousness and creativity. So today I'm going to fill in the heavenly bodies. I'm going to put some the waterfall turning into a river, turning into a pond, water lines and stones. And some of them could be done with that. Yes, 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 yes. This one needs some more because I just did the bear and the bunny this morning. But we're going to show you a time lapse of getting it to this point in just a couple minutes after Floga, and then I'm going to work on it in front of you.
All right. Yeah, I'm ready for Floga whenever you are.
Okay, I'm going to use this 3-minute egg timer because I think it's such a cute idea to show ourselves how quickly we can get the energy flowing and loosen up. Feet. Roll them, bounce them in them. Get the energy, feel the floor. Ankles. Shins, calves. Knees. Thighs. Hips. Belly and booty. Rib cage, side to side, front and back. Circles. Shoulders up and down. Roll. Upper arms. Elbows. Lower arms. Wrists and hands and fingertips. And now we're going to go solid arms and shoulder, rib cage, belly, booty, hips, thighs, knees, calves, and ankles, feet, rolling heel to toe, up on the toes. And feel how everything is connected more now than it was before doing all this subtle movement through the whole body.
Hope you guys are Floga-ing with us.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah, she can't hear me, but I hope you guys are. That was loud. All right, this is fun.
So, egg timer, resonant bowl, and little chime. And you've got your whole little meditation studio in your hand for your desk at work. And you can tame it down to any level you're comfortable with for the environment. Okay. Now I guess I have to put the headphones on to hear him.
How's it going?
Now I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Do I need the microphone on the headphones or just the lapel mic?
You can leave the microphone where it is.
Beautiful. Did you Floga with us?
I did.
Beautiful. Does it feel better?
Oh, yeah, it was very, very good.
Good.
And when you're ready, I've got the art quote of the day.
I am so ready for that. And then the time lapse while I'm setting up out here.
Okay, so the art quote of the day by Georgia O'Keeffe. I found I could say things with color and shapes that I couldn't say any other way. Things I had no words for.
Perfect for the day, but every quote about creativity is perfect for every day. So I'm happy with that. And I'd really appreciate it if you would now play the restream.
Recording.
and if you can't hear me, a little technical rearranging. We'll be right back. Okay? Oh, and then we're going to be live here.
Okay, we're live again.
Okay, well, hi everybody. Now, is this camera ready to go on? Or is it on?
One moment. It's almost on. It's going to be on in a sec, guys.
Thank you for your patience. And I'm going to start with the curious moose on the mountain. And I'm going to do a quarter moon. As soon as Bodhi tells me this overhead camera is on, so you can see that happen.
It's on.
Beautiful.
So, Joni on YouTube said, I'm psyched to see the rest of the woodland creatures.
Yes, you mentioned that earlier, and we're
They
gonna...
couldn't hear me when I said it earlier.
Okay. Now I know why you repeated it, which is excellent that they're in on it. It's because they are with us. Thank you, Joni, for letting us know you're here. And we're going to put a few little rocks in the stream. Waterfall. And that is literally it. And I'm going to do just a little teeny bit with my magnifying glasses on the moose's eye. It's kind of a ritual thing that
Looking really good. I'm going to make a quick adjustment.
you get to. We're always learning new things. This is our first time with headphones, and that just started echoing because your door's open.
Hopefully. That looks much better.
All right. So that's it for now until that crescent moon dries. Then we're going to put some articulating clouds. And now we're going to go to she-wolf. Oops.
Okay, and so now it's time for the creativity joke of the day.
Good.
Which farm animal was also a famous painter? Vincent van Gogh.
Wow. Wow.
And that's your creativity quote of the day.
He's the artist I wept in front of his art and decided I wanted to have some of my work in museums and have strangers moved by what I saw, and took the time to try to communicate the beauty of nature. Cool. All right, now we're going to get a little heavenly body going here. Yeah, I think we'll stand over there. So this is sunset. And I love Sumi and this acrylic mixed media with the freedom to use a little of the colored pencil as well. I give myself permission as an artist to do it any way that doesn't hurt or waste anything or anybody. So my mother said, classically trained, if you learn the rules, you just have to forget them. You have your own way. And I believe we all do. I just grew up without academic influences or books or other ways of doing it. So it stayed natural. I think it's natural for everyone, but it stayed natural with me. Okay, a little stone in the creek. That's a big one. Okay, now we leave it alone. Come back to it. Except for that I don't like. Right. All right, how about a quote?
Okay. Right. Let me pull up some quotes from your Google Docs, because I'm reading the same quotes as last time.
Yes, indeed, and you get to pick them. Whichever one moves you at the time. Okay, now we're going to statuesque stag, and we're going to put a full sun in here. So we'll just go for
Okay, so creativity quote here. We got Albert Einstein. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of him before. His quote, "Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere."
beautiful. Going into creative flow and getting that serene break got me through. Still does. I love the idea of communicating all.
Sorry,
What?
sorry. My computer played a video, and it played through the speaker.
Here's what I found.
And everybody got to see me jump.
No, they didn't, because we're a close-up on the art.
Okay. Well then, that's probably fortunate.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Just technology.
It's
We keep trying. We keep experimenting with new things. To get the green screen behind me, we came over to OBS, and it's like it gives you so many options and so much control. It's easy to get overwhelmed.
Okay, how about another quote?
Louise Bourgeois. Don't let the green disease of envy. Don't get the green disease of envy. Don't be fooled by success and money. Don't let anything come between you and your work.
Well, I would say amen to that.
Amen to that, sister. All right, creativity joke. Why was the artist a good cowboy? He was quick on the draw.
Oh, sure.
Ooh.
All right, silly. Silly smart. We just discovered silly. Actually, in the dictionary, we looked it up on means stupid. Why should I? Childish, for the fun of it, yeah. It shouldn't mean stupid. We already have a word that means stupid. Stupid.
Whoever defined silly as stupid is silly.
But I think silly is childlike. Should be. The definition change is time because kids are silly. Childlikeness is an asset. Okay. So now we're putting in some river stones. Another quote.
Another quote it is. You're doing river stones. Okay. Paul Gauguin. It is better to paint from memory, for thus your work will be your own.
Well, there you go. Your own imagination, like no other. A gift to the world.
What farm animal is a cubist artist? Pablo Picasso.
Wow, they're really stretching. There.
Yeah. Oink.
Okay, let us move on. How about, are there any current events, news?
There's some interesting news. So, in piercings, I guess, are art, definitely an art form, or at least piercing shops would like us to think. Anyways, artnews.com got an article today. Ice Age Europeans may have been the first to rock labrae piercings. I'm not sure what those are.
Yeah. Well, I know I've heard of people getting pierced in many places, so there's some of which I'd rather not talk about. I don't know what labret is. Do you? Ah,
Like it's the material.
okay. So
Let me
not
look it up. What the hell does the labret mean? Okay, so I guess it's just it's like a stud. Just like a stud.
okay. All right. Well, that's good to know.
So piercings go way back in time, evidently.
Oh yeah.
Back to the
Well,
Ice Age.
yeah, there's the tribes that have put the plate in the lower jaw, and there's all kinds of uh, body adornment before clothes. I prefer to just make my clothes fancy and yeah, which of course I.
You did. Looking very fancy today.
Well, it's a celebration. It's important that we celebrate ourselves. And this went from an idea that Sue Spencer gave me to do a mural into there's a place in the house that needs some love and story and art, the back staircase, to, all right, let's make a movable mural. And
Yeah.
7 scroll paintings later, let's put the creatures from the area and the subtle seasons into it. I hear you.
Joni on YouTube. Thanks so much for being here, Joni. By the way, we love hanging out with you. She said, interesting. I assume that's about the Ice Age jewelry, piercings.
Right.
I assume.
Tattoos and piercings and scarification, I think they call it, making scar tissue. There's tribes that used to knock the front teeth out of the female when they got married because she didn't need to be attractive anymore. Now she's married, I guess, was the thinking.
Here's to hoping they never mind.
Yeah, okay. On to happy things. The world is full of disrespect.
The earliest evidence of tattoos comes from Otzi the Iceman, who lived around 5,200 years ago.
No, a tattoo of him is the first time I've ever thought a tattoo, for me personally, could be, not that I want to get it, I don't, could be, really art. Now
So tattoo the earliest known tattooed guy, get a tattoo of him.
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he had over 60 tattoos on his body, including his spine, knees, ankles, lower back.
Whoa. He was committed. And does it say what they were?
Good question.
I have to admit, that's intriguing.
There are Egyptian mummies that show some evidence of tattoos, but let's see. I want to see this guy's. I want to see his tattoos.
How could we know he's tattooed if he doesn't have skin? And how could they know he's tattooed if they can't see them? I'm saying.
Well, here's the thing. So he was found in 1991 in the Alps by German hikers. Ice? Yeah. So he must have been
frozen.
Preserved. He had his skin intact.
Well, that explains it.
So some people actually recreated the tattoos. And it looks like they used like shards of obsidian
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. You know,
The
pokey
tools of
needles.
the tools of the time.
Yeah, they look like rudimentary, you know, triangles and lines. Kind of looks like you got Christmas trees tattooed onto them. You know, type of a
Wow.
Christmas tree. You know, a kid would draw. They look
Okay.
pretty good. They look pretty good.
And is that it as far as the subject matter?
That's all I'm seeing right now. Hand poked tattoos, and they look. Not exactly sure what the meaning behind them is.
Well, we'll
Well,
have to
that's
see.
the first question that Google suggests. It can read my mind. Okay. Black lines and crosses, mostly on his joints. They were all in places that probably caused him pain, whether due to wear on his joints or spinal discs, probably gallstones, etc. So these were all places that are common Chinese acupuncture points. So perhaps that was the
Was
purpose.
wow.
Was pain relief.
Self-healing.
Wow.
Interesting. And so that the repetitive marks all made by the same piece of stone that he so he wasn't necessarily decorating his body, he was relieving his pain.
Yeah, they do appear to be, designs, but yeah,
Well,
so I guess science and art. Interesting.
well, the uh, there's the healing arts and the arts that heal, like I
Wow.
like to say, and they are connected
Yep.
because the more we're in flow, the happier we are, and the happier we are, the more we can, yeah, it's a part of health, and stress is the opposite. So I'm waiting. I need this to dry a little bit, so we're going to hang it actually.
Do you want me to get you some paper towels? You got a lot of.
Yeah, you can come help for a second.
All right.
Meaning that this piece fold to the center. There you go. That's all you got to do. Put it under there. Okay. And how are we doing for time? I'm getting lost in my
Time is
art.
flying.
What time is it? Do we have time to keep going?
It is 12:52.
All right. Well, I am going to keep going because I want Joni to see the bunny, and then it's going to be done enough to leave the last one as a gift to myself for doing this, even though the whole thing in a way is a gift to myself. Um, and so the seventh one is left open for a reason, because it's where I get to do, well, in all of them I get to do whatever I want, but in that one I'm giving myself permission to imagine it as I do it, so I don't have to. The curious moose, the wary wolf, the statuesque stag, the foxy fox, the bear hug, and now the bunnies in bamboo. That's getting the floor wet, so we can't do that yet. And then the last one, I'm going to give myself the permission to maybe take a departure and maybe do water dragon clouds reflecting in the reflecting pool there. Let's leave the bunnies here for a minute. And so not only celebrating that I've kept going with this till I got here, nearly done enough for you to see the vision. And that's was my goal. Whoops, I got some Sumi on the floor, but it comes up, especially if you do it right away. So you got to keep washing. It's kind of a dance. Yes, I paint like I'm dancing. I play the flute like I'm writing poetry. I write like I'm dancing. I don't know. You know, creativity flows in every direction we allow it to. So now we're going to get, here's the bunnies, Joni. They're coming together.
He says on YouTube, Joni says, "Oh, I absolutely love the rabbits and all of the other animals too."
Thank you. I've really been having a good time doing this, and for the first time in my life, kind of calculating $25 and 20 hours. Anybody, and that's could do something similar to specific to the space that would be fun to do it and learn, and that's enough of a reason to do it. But it could also bring some life to a neglected, unloved corner place in a office, a studio, a home, a shop, whatever. Offices often don't have much light in them. Well, not light, sometimes they're overlit. Natural beauty. For us to, there's a reason why being in nature is so healing. How about another quote, Bo?
Creativity quote. Claude Monet. All I did was to look at what the universe showed me, to let my brush bear witness to it.
Beautiful. There you go. An incredible artist who just humbly acknowledged he was just representing the beauty he saw in his own way.
Indeed.
There.
And then this transitions perfectly into our next hilarious joke, which will no doubt be very, very funny.
Uh-oh. Quite a setup.
Yeah, I know. Why couldn't the man afford expensive art? He had no Monet.
Oh, God. Ouch. That's so bad. It's really funny.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, you got that joke because you're very intelligent, or as we might say, you're one art cookie.
Wow. Woo. All right. Bunnies,
They're coming together.
they need a little. But because of the time, we don't want to go too much after.
It is now
And
1, so it's up to you.
we started a little late.
We did, so take your time.
So we're going to go a little longer than usual, and so it will end up an hour. Close to would be good.
Yeah.
All right. Right, I'm going to do a little bit of this bamboo here.
Great. And then a creativity quote by Marina Abramovic. Marina Abramovic. There are no rules. That is how art is born, how breakthroughs happen. Go against the rules or ignore the rules. That is what invention is about.
Well, that's very appropriate. Good job for finding that one.
Indeed. Thank you. Yes.
Well, I do believe that there are people that learn the rules, like my mother. She could draw people, you could tell what they were thinking and feeling just from a few lines, a few little bit of shading, shapes, and so, but she learned the rules. And she didn't not do her art later because it ruined her to learn the rules, but because she had 4 kids and an alcoholic husband and blah, blah, blah. But she lives through me because she was my greatest advocate up until my son, with a number of elder angels in between. So she lives through me and through my son, who never got to meet her in person, but her influence is so strong that she's there for both of us, no doubt. Which is what I think is before the Big Bang, which everybody who thinks about that one. It's instead of God or goddess, about love. It doesn't seem to have any bounds. It can be felt. We all pretty much know what that's like, to love someone who's not even in a physical form we recognize anymore. All right, so
Looking fantastic. What a beautiful idea. All 7
I
of
didn't
those
put the
together.
stones in that creek, so I'm going to do that on the floor, and then it feels done enough to leave it alone. And for a while, and then I get to do the bottom one and take my time and really think about it as before I do it. Enjoy the process.
Great.
I like the shape of that rock. That's a bit, oh, I need a little bit of finesse there. That'll work. Okay. Done enough. Okay. So there we go.
Looking fantastic.
Do you want to share anything else before we sign off? I will say just a minute or two of what's next. The next grant is 20 live streams, and it'll be a different body of work. It'll be illustrating my stories of my life, my memoir. So that's going to be a completely different set of challenges that I'm going to embrace with you, hoping to inspire you to embrace your challenges and enjoy discovering your own imagination and sharing it. So that'll start. Next live stream will be Thursday at noon. And I'm just going to go from one to the other, hopefully seamlessly. So Bodhi, anything you want to share, say?
Sure, yeah. Up here in the corner over there, check out this link, patreon.com/Claire Cooley, to get more content like this. All of the live streams go out there, and you can get access to her entire stencil SVG catalog. For people who are hoping to get into creative projects like this, but want to start simpler, those SVGs are very helpful because you can just start with her beautiful designs and then use them in your projects. And there's 18 designs and more coming soon. And then the Patreon is also just a really cool way to support work like this, and it helps us, and all of that money goes right back into making these live streams as impactful as we can. And thanks everyone for joining in. And Joni asked, are any of the landscapes behind the animals inspired by specific places in Duluth?
Good question. Thank you for asking it. They are a combination of places I've seen in the area throughout my life, and I give myself permission to use my imagination. I wanted to tell a story which we didn't read my poem about this is the story of flow. So I wanted subtle seasons, summer, spring, autumn, winter, and I wanted 7 animals, which I got because the last 2 are bunnies, and different heavenly bodies, all of it to tell a story. So I use my imagination, inspired by places I've seen around here and throughout my life. So not literal. I don't usually do literal. And it's a story. And I'll share the poem next time because we've really run out of time on this one, haven't we? And unless you
It
can.
is now 1:09.
Okay, so we're not terrible. So how about the poem? Can you find it quickly and read it?
I believe so. Is it on? It's on your laptop or is it on Google Docs?
It's Google Docs.
Creativity in quotes? No.
No, it's probably says, hopefully I saved it as 7 scrolls, subtle seasons.
Okay, yeah, I got it. Subtle Seasons 7 Scroll Stair series. Say
There you
that
go.
7 times fast.
Yeah, so the poem goes down the stairs and it reverses. Whether you start at the top or the bottom, there's a poem. So read it one way is fine.
All right, well, yes, I think that's ingenious. So, reading it. From the top-down version, the story of flow. As seasons dance, we see ourselves connected to every season, sky, earth, creature, and tree. Past the curious moose, wary wolf, alert stag, relaxed fox, confident bear, graceful rabbits, the story of flow. As seasons dance in the reflecting pool, we see ourselves connected to every season, sky, earth, creature, and tree.
Nice. Well, so of course, for me, it's just fun and challenging, and it works naturally for me. Everything's connected. So, of course, the 7 pieces are also a poem that reverses either way you read it going up or you read it coming down. And the 4
course.
seasons, of course, that's the way I experience life, and I believe it is. We're connected to everything. The furthest off part of the universe we are connected to. So that's an, and we're right here, right now, saying thank you very much for being here. This has been really fun. I'm really excited to put it up on the homely, neglected, unloved staircase back of the house and bring my love and story and interest to it and demonstrate that, as I've said several times, for, $25 piece of monofilament, some quarter round, some fabric or paper, whatever you want to work with, a hot glue gun or any kind of glue, $20 later, 20 hours approximately, you can bring beauty. And my thing is beauty on a budget. And that's why my life is so full of beauty, because I keep making beautiful things out of what I have. This was donated to me. These used store, these earrings, my mother gave me when I was probably 14. So I take care of things and I, enhance them. Doesn't matter how long later. If you take care of it, you have it when you get the inspiration. So thanks for being here, and thank you, Bodhi. And Thursday at noon, we'll show you this completed with the poem, and we'll start the next series, which is going to be entirely different, illustrating my memoir. Thank you for your help, Bodhi.
Happy to help. Very happy to help.
I have to put these on to hear him. So I really appreciate it, and thanks for being here, everybody. And we'll see you soon, Thursday at noon. Meanwhile, stay
All right.
creative.